Gemini Yin. Hello. Let's see what we got for you and your binary star for today. Well, start out by looking at them. What do you say? Judgment? Queen of Cups? Four of Pentacles? Four of Pentacles. Okay, well, why don't we just settle upon the fact that there is an awakening going on. And that awakening is based upon something in your world, something in your life. And this has to do with your relationship. That's what these readings by me are about. It has to do with your relationship, and it's a new awakening and a new awareness within the realm of what you already know. Okay, so that you're transitioning and transforming into a new outlook, a new perspective. You know, you got a jewel, you look at different facets of the jewel from different angles, and you see differences. That's the equivalent of what's going on with you. Your energy right now is sitting right in the center of that. And here's you. It's a bid to take yourself out of your air sign qualities and enter the realm for a moment or three of water. Water is good. Water is love. Water is emotions. And that may be the key to your new awareness. That's an embracing, perhaps, of something that you wanted, and you wanted your relationship, and not only your relationship with your binary star, by the way, but your relationships across the board with everyone in your world and everyone outside your world. Seems to be that encompassing, that all-encompassing, because this is not just a little whisper going, hey, you might want to look at this a new way. This is Judgment. This is a major arcana card. It's supposed to be more impactful, if you will. And it's all about something that in your discernment and assessment of your life, that you're seeing the shortcomings that the Queen of Cups is going to come and help you backfill on, and to take it into that realm where you can establish yourself as not only a creature of the intellect, the Gemini intellect, but also a creature of love, a creature of water, and a creature of compassion, empathy, all those things, and get stable with it. That's the answer for you and your focus. You're aiming towards the stability factor. That's what's maybe driving the whole operation, your whole impetus behind wanting to go anywhere with your emotions, anywhere with your perspective, can be because you want to get more firmly established and more balanced and more stable with all that on the planet Earth. So let's see what is going on with your person, your binary star, whoever they might be. In this case, since this is your yin line, this will be, your binary star is going to be the yang energy in the dynamic. So if I use the word he for yang, it doesn't mean he, a man. It doesn't mean anything like that. It's the male principle. So it's fascinating here because the Nine of Swords showed up just in this very same position, and the Nine of Swords, very same card, very same position for yin in Sagittarius. So there must be a lot of thoughts going on, a lot of getting overwhelmed by the thoughts, a lot of, well, what does it take to take this home? And I get it. I mean, why wouldn't there be a lot of thinking around this world, which is still in a transition mode? Your binary star is sensitive to that and maybe getting a little overwhelmed by it. But his focus, your binary star's focus can be, do a course correction, help him to make a course correction, because I'm seeing a dynamic here with the Queen of Wands. In fact, let's take a look at these. There's the Nine of Swords we just talked about. Now we're entering into the realm of the Queen of Wands, and we're going to go to the realm of the Three of Wands. So there's all kinds of potential energy that wants to break out. It's almost like the bud right before it flowers, right? And so that course correction I was talking about, let that be something that if you can help him to do a course correction on getting overwhelmed with the Nine of Swords kind of overwhelmment, then both of you get on the page with the feminine spirit, the feminine qualities, the feminine energies, the classic ones, the nurturing, the embracing, the holding within, the willingness to be patient with a process, the willingness to sit by the well until the answers come. And I got the impression when I looked at these two queens, this being like a stability factor, a column of queen energy, that the Queen of Cups would be the equivalent of the cauldron where sits the water. And here comes fire. Here comes perhaps a sword, a wand with a spear tip on it or whatever that's been beaten on the anvil and it's hot. It's been in the forge, and it gets, in order to temper the steel, once it's taken off of the anvil after beating it, it's plunged into the water. And the steam that rises both hardens the steel and tempers it at the same time. So it's part of a process. And perhaps that process can have this outcome: your stability and his feeling that his ship has come in, his feeling of that the potential is about to be realized for him. And actually, since we're talking about the relationship, we cannot avoid the fact that anything that happens with his ship coming in or his being ready to step through the threshold into a completion, into his own stability, going from the 3 to the 4 of Wands, it doesn't exclude you, it includes you. And actually, if you're using some of the cross references here in the powers and strengths of these cards with each other, you can very quickly see geometrically and mathematically why it makes sense to partner up with the different energies. But I leave that for individual readings. General readings are too general, and I don't want to get into that, the vectoring thing. You want to know more about it yourself, get in touch with me and we'll do a private reading. Let's do our 2-minute archetypal drill. Let's do it. Here comes number 1. Temperance. Was I not just talking about that? Bingo. The Queen's rule, for both yin and yang here. And look at this. You stand to gain the world by embracing the world. And look at this. It's definitely a change. And did I not say up here that you were going through a transition, Yin? I mean, you can't make that up. So grab it and go. Let me recap these one more time. So here, This is divinely inspired energy. This is the kind of friends and wingmen that you have. That I have your back kind of a mentality, right? These cards, not slow players and not really negative trying players, players that are on your side 100%, more than 100%. So I would grab it and go. Allow yourself. I mean, what's going to get tempered here? If you're tempering steel, what's going to get tempered in this particular reading? Your spirit. And how is that going to happen? By allowing the process itself, let's say your partnership being the focus of the process, allow the process to temper your spiritual steel, and then embrace the world. A lot of people walk around, they go, I do not deserve the world. Well, yes, you do. And so embrace the world. And by doing so, by that mere embracing of your greatness, you walk into something that turns the wheel. And it turns a new chapter on your life and everything that you are. Thank you very much. See you next time.